Here,
Yo, what up?
what's going on? I'm on my phone because my laptop is currently on a, reset situation that's lasting up to two some hours. It wouldn't be ready in time. So
Mm.
that's why I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay, I see. Hmm. How you been?
Uh, long week. Long week of work. Man, when I tell you work drama, well, not towards me, but just amongst my coworkers and stuff like that. It, I keep saying it, but I don't care. It really
Mm.
be feeling like high school there. It just be feeling like high school. It's just little, like, it'd be like drama. Like, I just found out, like, a whole group that be looking like they cool ain't cool. They
Mm.
all really be backstabbing each other because everybody comes in groups over there. Everybody comes in crowds. You got this crowd over here, you got this crowd. In high school where you had the crowd that was the nerds, and then you had
Yep.
the cool group, then you had the smart group, then you had you just had different sets of people. That's how it be at work. But see, me, I don't do that. I don't be trying to, oh, I'm just in this group and that's it only. I don't hang out with nobody. No, see, I hang with a lot of people here at work.
Mm.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm well respected over there. A lot of people know me and they respect
Mm.
me. I don't be picking sides and stuff like that. I'll be like, hey, your beef with them is your beef with them. I'm not gonna stop hanging with them because you got an issue. That whatever you got going on with them, that's between you and them. That's
Mm.
that's y'all. Y'all handle that amongst yourselves. Like, don't put me in that. Like, for instance, I got this dude that was in the truck with me yesterday. He had spoken to me and we was talking about all types of stuff and then, that's how the work dramas and stuff like that got cut up. So he was said, like, because I have this one dude that's transferring, he's about to leave. And I was like, yeah, he's about to leave. So I was hanging with him for a little while. I was trying to hang with him before he leaves. I mean, I'm still gonna hang with him outside of work because I got IG and stuff like that. But he was like, yeah, I don't really mess with him like that because he said something about like giving advice about a woman or something, and I just wasn't cool with it because I don't know I forgot what he said about it, but he was giving the advice to this dude who, remember I said that I have fallen out with,
Mm.
and he wasn't cool with it, so he kind of checked him for it and all that, and it was just like, damn, it's a mess. And then the dude that I fell out with, I don't speak to no more. Now, dude that was talking to me in the truck yesterday is beefing with him because apparently he was going to, I don't know if he did, but he was talking about for, framing him with him being drunk, like under the influence of some shit, causing him to lose
Man,
his job. Yeah. And I'm
that's
like,
some bull.
that's crazy. And then it's like he want to fight him for that because it's like not only is you messing with me, but you messing with my money now because they fired me. Now that's my money that you
Mm.
touching. I can see that. He's like, well, you want to get involved because I know you got beef with him, and I'm like, listen, my beef is nowhere near to that point. But if it ever got to that point, honestly, I handle that amongst myself, or I'll get one of my friends outside of school. I'm at outside of work. I
Mm.
won't bring work coworkers in that because the way I see it, if I get in the middle of that, and I'm the only black dude in that situation, and it all comes out and it all unfolds, guess who the first person going down?
Mm.
That's why I was like, yeah, you got it, bro. If whatever you do whatever you do. That just leave me out of that. I don't know shit. I ain't hear shit. That's just how I look at it. But yeah, if it ain't got nothing to do with me, I'm just like, hey, it is what it is.
Mm.
But it's just crazy, man. I'm like,
Did you see my latest
ah!
skits?
You said what?
You see my latest skits?
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny though. The other one, I saw the one with the instigator and then the all bark, no bite. Man,
Did you
them
see the
yeah, them
Did you see the toxic boyfriend one?
oh yeah. That sheesh. That was a lot.
Yeah, that should have gotten more views though. I don't know why it didn't.
I don't either, honestly. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe because I posted too
I
much.
thought it was a good video.
Nah, it should have gotten like probably at least 700. Because my views have been going up recently.
I seen. I see.
Shit. But to think though about the toxic boyfriend skit, there are actually guys who act like that, you know.
Yeah, and toxic, situations. It's like, you know, they try to find a reason why, a reason to mess around and do what they do. So it's like it gets toxic. And it's like I actually kind of knew a classmate that was like that in a way. So I'm like, yeah, yeah, he didn't have a problem messing around. He didn't have a problem messing around. And then when he messed around, it's like, man, if you would have did this and this, maybe I wouldn't. It's like, okay, well, if you didn't like her, why didn't you just break up with her? Why would you stay? Why would you stick around with somebody who you clearly not attracted to no more? Fool, you the fool,
That's
you the
crazy.
fool. Even in a marriage, why would you stick around in a marriage if you're not happy? Just, I mean, is it gonna hurt that Oh yeah, you tell them that you're not really happy. Yeah, but at least you actually kind of told them and kind of rip that bandage off and kind of y'all going y'all separate ways instead of you messing around while you married. Or while you're in a relationship. That's goofy. That's childish, and that just goes to show little communication skills. If you don't have that communication, then it's like, what do you have? Why are you with somebody that you can't communicate with?
Mm. That's crazy, but like I said, this skit should have gotten more views, but I looked into it and it didn't end up on the shorts feed at all. That's probably why.
Oh damn! I'm sorry.
Because most of my on most of my skits, most of the YouTube shorts that I post, most of the views that I get are from the shorts feed.
Yeah, because they're not long videos. They're kind of like they're considered short ones. Am I right?
Yeah, this one wasn't posted on the shorts feed. And I don't know why,
Yeah,
or pushed on the shorts feed. I mean,
that's odd. Did you post it on TikTok too, or you just posted on YouTube?
I just posted it on YouTube. Well, actually, I tried to promote it on TikTok too, but I guess it didn't really do anything.
Oh sure.
I only posted like a screenshot of it, so
Oh okay.
but it didn't really do anything.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going though.
Yeah,
We
that's all
got
you can
to.
do is keep on going. Hey, you ain't gone this far so far. You might as well keep on going. You know, it just it. Like I said, it takes time. It takes time. I don't know how much time, but it takes time.
Mm,
But in the end, you'll look back and you'll be like, damn. I mean, I'm glad I didn't stop because some people kind of stop and kind of give up on it because they're not reaching that goal that they're trying to reach right away. Right away. If you're really serious about it, don't stop. Keep going.
yeah, that's crazy. Hey, what was the funniest part of the toxic boyfriend? What do you think was the funniest part?
Oh shit! I think it would have to be when he like when he just goes off and even like he tries to deny it at first, but then it's like he just says, "All right, fuck it. You was this." I think that was like, damn, for real. It was the way it was the reaction of it.
And the ending though, the ending is kind of crazy.
Yeah. He's like, fuck it. I got plenty more women that'll go my way.
Oh my god, why did this not get more views? Oh my god. This is one of those skits that really should have gotten more views, you know?
Yeah, that is fucked up.
I mean, it's okay though. I mean, the skit before that got a good amount of views and it's still the view count is still going up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because right now, let me check. Because right now the all bark no bite skit is at 900,
Mm,
and I just reached that today.
damn.
I don't know. Maybe I should have posted toxic boyfriend a few days later, but it's okay.
Mm.
You
Did
know,
you
I'm
see my
actually. Hmm, what were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, did you see my mukbang? I did.
Uh, yeah, I saw it.
Oh yeah, that was I recommend trying that place. That place was really good. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's just what I was gonna say. What were you gonna say now?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I'm thinking about doing a Beyond Scared Straight series.
Ooh,
I
that
don't know.
would be cool.
I feel like I might over exaggerate a bit, especially when I'm playing those inmates.
Ew. Mm.
I bet you could. I bet you're imagining the things I'm about to say right now in those skits.
Mm. Mm. I kind of have a thought. It's gonna be some crazy, and it'll be a crazy inmates, like crazy, mild crazy, uh, creepy crazy, uh. There's different types of inmates. It's like, man, mm,
Uh,
it's and then the people the kids that be coming up in there, in the beyond scary straight. It's like they think they built for that life. They ain't built for that life. Shit, man. Hey, to be honest with you, my brother found that shit out right now. Cause he all like, oh, and it's like, nigga, you shouldn't have did to do dumb shit to get you locked up in there.
mm,
Stay out. He's supposed to get out by he's supposed to get out by this year, later this year. And he like, yeah, I can't wait to get out. And I'm like, good nigga, stay the fuck out.
mm,
Because if you go back in there, I'm not putting a whole bunch of money in your books like I did this time. Because I put some money in this shit. And it's like, bro, you better stay the fuck out. We
nobody.
not hood, babe. We not from the hood. We suburban folks. We
Mm,
suburban. Even though we act a little bit, but we suburban. At the end of the day, we don't know what it's like to live that life.
mm.
Like you and me, we don't know what it's like to live that life. Blessfully, we don't. We don't. It's like for what?
Yeah, we don't want to know.
For what? Like, oh, I want to flex because I want to look a certain. Because he the type that, oh, I want to look a certain way for a crowd that he hanging with. It's like just be yourself. Be yourself. I've been myself this whole time and it ain't bother me. I tried that little, oh, let me try to act a certain way. It's like it don't work. That's not cool. You think you cool, you're not cool. If anything,
Yeah,
that just shows your insecurities.
These kids want to act tough. These kids want to act like they're hood and gangster, and they get proven otherwise.
Exactly. It's like you be out here, oh yeah, 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 but then you run up on the wrong, well, you run up on the wrong motherfucker, especially a grown one, OG at that, and then they show you what that is. You like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. It's like, what do you mean? You talking the talk, you walking the walk, you throwing up the signs and everything. You gotta take what comes with that. You can't sit here and be in 1 minute, but then when it hits the fan, you want to jump out. It don't work like that. Or you either in or you out.
Mm.
That's how that works.
Yeah, I mean, those gangsters, they ain't gonna have your back. Ain't nobody gonna have your back when you in the streets.
No, they're not. Ain't no loyalty. Ain't no loyalty or none of that friendship. None of that. Oh, you're supposed to be none of that matters in the street. It's all for self. You could be thinking, oh yeah, this person, he got my back, he got my back. Motherfucker will turn on you in a minute just to save their home. Because guess what?
That's
Half the people he was cool with, and he was thinking had his back, are gone. They ain't even in the picture. They ain't even around. He was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Guess what? They ain't around. You
mm.
locked up. They out living their lives.
Oh, I'm just
Uh-huh.
glad I'm glad I never grew up in the hood. And to be honest, I don't think I want to know what it's like.
No, you blessed that you don't. You blessed. You blessed that you have, that you have folks that are, doing well for themselves, you know, and for some people, it's harder time, but it's like, you were lucky enough to come from a family where they kind of pride themselves to have and make sure that they have for their kids. Kind of like mine, like my grandparents on my mom's side, they set the tone for the family. That, hey, you gotta work, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You don't want to be living off of the governments and stuff like that. You don't want to live off of this. You don't want to live off of that. You want to work. You want to, provide and do what you do and
Mm.
live comfortably. Living comfortably and being independent. Those are the things that they set the tone for our family.
Mm.
It's just I don't know. It's like for those that are in those situations where they are brought up in the hood or they don't have much and all that. You know, all I can say is even if you may not have much coming up, it's like you can always be better though. You can always be like, hey, let me try to level up and let me try to do so that I don't have to keep living this life. Upgrade, level up. Don't be like, oh, this is all I know. You can always learn and improve in something.
Yeah. And these kids that end up in Beyond Scared Straight, they over here hitting their mama. Like who?
Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about the other day with a coworker, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, you don't grab up your mama, you don't do this and that." And it's like, let me tell you something. Had it been me as a daddy, I ain't gonna lie, especially as a teenager, you run up on me like that, like you grown, then I'm gonna treat you like you grown, and we're gonna have some issues. That's how I look at it because I'm like this. It, if you willing, oh, you grown, I'm gonna show you what grown people do. Otherwise, you need to get somewhere and sit out somewhere and stop trying to act like you grown because you're not grown. That's the thing. You want to that people want to be like, oh, well, they young, they don't know no better, and it's like, well, they gonna learn if they mess around and do something like that. And then they're like, oh, well, why would you, your kids, why would you do it? Nah, nah, nah. And it's like, well, hey, I mean, if it ain't me, it's gonna be somebody else, and it's gonna be somebody else that's grown.
Mm.
And 9 out of 10, they ain't gonna be like me and all. Oh yeah, yeah. they ain't gonna be like that. They might not even hit you. They might do worse to you.
Whew, that's
See,
crazy.
that's what I was trying to say. But then it's like, oh yeah, yeah. And I'm like, y'all don't get it. Never mind. I was like, yeah, never mind. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all raised different. And it's like,
And then we got little girls out here acting grown, meeting up with older men that end up on the show. They do that shit.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's been happening for years. Where younger girls be trying to get with older men and stuff like that. That's been happening since shit. Back in the back in the day. Shit. It's not saying it's cool. Not saying, oh, I mean, I hate to normalize it like that, but it's like that's unfortunately what it be. It's gross. I think it's gross. I think it says a lot about a grown man when they get around like young girls like that are like almost the same age as their if they have daughters. I think
Mm,
that says a lot about them. I think that's gross. I think that's nasty. I think it's gross on both sides. I think it's gross if an older woman gets with a young boy that's not even almost over damn near over the age of 18 and is like
yes.
younger than 18. I think that's gross too. But see, we don't talk about that because when it comes to, boys and, older women and stuff like that, it's like, oh yeah, he did, oh boy, what? But then let it be a man, a grown man
Yep.
with a girl. He's a pedo. He's this. He's that. He needs to go to jail. He needs to be in an electric chair. He's disgusting. He's this. He's that. It's wrong on both sides. If you're
Yes.
grown, whether you're a female or a man, if you're a grown woman or a grown man messing around with a kid, you're nasty.
Mm.
You're nasty.
Yeah, like get with somebody your age.
Yeah. Or at least they'll be over the age of 18. Like if I mean, listen, if you over the age of 18, that's different. But anybody that's younger than 18, that's gross. That's not cool. I don't. That's not cool. And if I find anybody I know that's like that, I look at you differently. I'll be like, nah, I don't know if I want to mess with you because what's really going on here?
Now, even just a few years older than 18, it's still nasty. I'm sorry. Because like we're still kids at the end of the day. We're still young. We're developing,
hmm
and we don't know any better. So what?
No, and then you try to come in. It's like, and I don't know how. I don't want to say kid because they don't know no better, but like it's like how do you? I don't know. I never had those type of situations because it's like I wouldn't want to mess with an older woman anyways. Even at even being 24 this year, I wouldn't really want to mess with an older woman, especially like they're almost like around my mom's age because that's like messing with my mom. And it's like it's like that's really that when you really think about it. I don't want nobody that's older than me and like knows more or when I'm walking in public, it's like, oh yeah, look at your mom and all that. It's like, no,
Nah, man.
that's
It's
I guess that's just me. I don't know. I I couldn't do it.
so what other kind of kids we got? Man, it's a whole lot. We should, man. Can you name any other?
Mm, I would like to say entitled ones, like entitled kids that feel like they're entitled to everything without any putting work in.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like the ones who especially if they come from like established families, like they rich or something. I can't stand those type of kids. that feel like, oh, they're entitled to every little thing that they. It's like without any hard work. I don't like that. I
That's
feel like I feel like you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in. As much as we want to sit up here and say, oh, well, we don't want our kids to be, you know, putting work in and all that. It's like, why? I mean, when you want them to have some sort of like, um, you know, independence, like, why would you want them to depend on you? Why would you want them to be dependent on you for every little thing?
yeah,
As an adult, it's different as a kid. Like when you a kid, that's different. I'm talking about like when you hit like, them late teen years, going into like young adult, it's like it's time to like rip that bandit off and be like, yo, you gotta learn how we gotta teach you how to do some stuff for yourself. We gotta teach you how to, have some independence. You can't just expect everything handed to you.
mm,
You gotta put work in. Nothing in this life is free.
yeah. I mean, and also these parents that be spoiling the hell out of these kids, or just straight up protecting
I,
them,
I
or
never got an allowance. I never got an allowance. For
yeah.
what? Wow. You went in there and you washed the dishes. Wow. You did your lunch. Wow, you cleaned your room. Wow, you made sure the bathroom was clean. Wow, you took out the trash. Ooh, let's give you money every week for doing things that you're supposed to do in the house.
I mean, nah,
Wow. That's
these
so
are just
that's
basic.
thank you for giving me money for barely even doing anything, even though I don't really have a job. I'm just doing house chores. Thank you for giving me money. Yeah. This
But
is
as
how I make money. I make money by just doing little bitty chores in the house. I'm rich. I'm
oh,
rich. Yeah.
that's crazy. But as I was saying though, like these parents that be spoiling the hell out of these kids, or just preventing them from working or just trying anything, they should keep in mind that they're not gonna be here to protect their kids forever. I mean, and keep in mind, some of these kids they actually want to shine in the world. They want to put in the work, and these parents aren't letting them.
They're holding them back. They're controlling them. The ones that want to shine and want to be independent, but they're not because their parents won't let them. That's controlling, and they're holding them back. That's my friend. My friend is in that situation.
Yeah, like
It's
I
not
said,
a
they
good.
should.
It's not a good saying. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, like I said, they got to keep in mind that they're not going to be here forever.
Yeah,
Eventually,
our parents are gonna
ev-
go at any point.
yeah, eventually that child is going to have to survive on their own, and that child wants to
Exactly.
do that. That child wants to do that, but their parents aren't letting them.
But
He
you know
knows
what
that.
though? But you know what though?
No.
When that child hits a certain age, once they hit them adult years, yes, we can sit here and we can say, oh, the parents aren't letting them, the parents aren't this and that. But it is also up to that child to say, you know what, screw this. I'm not going to let my parents tell me what I am and what I'm not going to do. If I'm trying to gear towards independence, that's what I'm going to do. And if they're not willing to help me or they're not willing to support that, then maybe it's time for me to branch off and learn on my own or learn with somebody that's going to actually help me get to that point of independence. Not saying I'm going to branch off and depend on somebody else, but try to, you know, take that in within your hands instead of just sitting and being like, oh, well, I don't know what else to do. They won't let me, so let me just throw my hands up and be like, okay, that doesn't help anything either. Like I tell my friend, I'm like, she needs to get out of that situation with her family. But and I told my friend, I told Alonzo, I said, Alonzo, we cannot make her get out of that situation. She has to want that. And there's no calling CPS, there's no none of that. She's an adult. She's going to be 24 this year. She has to make that decision. Because if we sit up here and say, oh, you need to do this and this, we're just another set of people telling her what she needs and what she can and can't do. The goal is to for her to come within herself to be independent. That's what any young kid that's an adult or has become an adult and their parents won't let them. They have to get to that point.
Mm,
The parents are 9 out of 10. They're not going to see that point because they think, oh, we're not capable of branching off and having independence. We don't know anything. That you ever heard the term "you don't know shit" from your
yep.
parent?
Yep.
Say, oh, be like, oh yeah, you still a kid, even though you're like a young adult, like you're 20, so you're 20 years old and shit like that. They'll be like, oh, you don't know shit. You only been here. Da, 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 da." I know I have, but it's like if I don't know shit, wouldn't it be because I wasn't taught shit?
Mm,
Because when you say that, it's only backfired on you because in a way it's like you're saying I don't know shit, but why don't I know shit? Why don't I know these things that you're claiming I don't know? Because I wasn't taught these things.
mm.
You see where I'm going with that?
You have a
You
point
see how
there.
how I can go back and say that? But see, they wouldn't want to hear that because my friend could go ahead and say that shit back to her family because her family stays saying that to her. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. But why doesn't she know shit? Because they didn't teach her shit.
Mm,
Because because you can't say that unless you really didn't teach her. That's what I'm saying. See they don't want to hear that. They say that and it's like, oh, you don't know nothing. But we're afraid to say that shit back. That's why I say she got to get out of that situation. And any kid that's in that situation, y'all got to get out of it. Don't just sit and wait.
mm. That is crazy though. Shit.
But you get what I'm saying. But you get what I'm saying with that though, right?
Yep. Yep, I do. Yeah, I do.
Damn, I
Oh
be
man,
getting
I
so
do.
deep. I be getting so deep with it. No, because I think about some of this stuff and it's like, damn, I be really thinking this shit. Like it's damn. I don't know.
I mean, I guess they're right. I mean, it's a lot that we don't know, but eventually they're gonna have to teach it to us.
Or 9 out of 10, we if they don't figure it out for yourself, or or whoever comes the way, try to help you out through it or whatever. But it's like to sit and say, "Oh, you don't know shit" and everything else. It's like, well, because you ain't taught me certain shit. Like you didn't teach me some of these things to survive and all that. So how can you sit up here and say that, but then it's like almost like it's my fault that I don't know. I don't know because you didn't teach me these things. Because you didn't want me to know. You didn't want me to know. You because you possibly chose not to. You didn't want me to. Otherwise you wouldn't say that. If you really wanted me to know shit, you would have taught me. But because you didn't, you possibly just did that so that you could always yell in my face, "Oh, I don't know shit."
Mm. Man, that is a lot. That is a lot to think about. I ain't gonna lie.
I know, right? I know, right? We don't have nobody in here, but if we did, some of them would be like, "Yo, not you ain't lying. You ain't not lying because we not the only ones that's heard that coming up."
I mean, even even though we may not know how to hold our own yet in the world, it's a lot of things that we're aware of. Thanks to social media and everything.
We're not stupid. That's one thing
Mm,
about our generation. We're not stupid. We know right from wrong. We all was raised with right or wrong. Now, it's up to us whether we choose to know right from wrong, but I'm pretty sure we're all raised with it. You know, We know what's okay to do and what's not okay to do. We pay attention. If we don't watch the news like that to understand what's going on, 9 out of 10 we'll get our news on social media.
Mm.
I know I do. If I don't watch the news, I'll either get it on social media or I'll hear it from my family, honestly. And I'm not missing much. Like there was a whole protest I think the other week in Westgate.
Wait, a protest? I didn't hear anything about a protest at Westgate.
Yeah, apparently the whole outlet mall area over there was shut down because I was going over there to try to get some fire pie, and they was like, yeah, you can't come in here because they're having a protest across the street, and we don't want it. I guess they didn't want to get too rowdy or something. I don't know what the full reasoning of it was, but it was basically the whole protest with the situation with the whole you know Hispanic community and that
Mm.
whole ICE and calling immigration and all that shit. That's pretty
Oh,
much what that was. That's
oh
pretty
yeah.
much what that
I've
was all about.
been
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah I've been hearing about these protests online everywhere
That's
online.
that's what that was about. It
Mhm.
had nothing to do with like Black Lives Matter movement or other stuff. That was what that was about. And yeah, so they shut that shit down. But I didn't know about it until I knew there was protests, but I didn't know it was gonna be a protest over there. I'm surprised you
Shit.
didn't know about it, honestly.
No, nah, I haven't been around. I haven't been around Westgate or that area lately,
Um,
so that's probably why.
yeah. I don't know how bad it got or whatever. I hope that wasn't a bad night or whatever. But they sure did. They sure did close that whole area down because of, the protests. Because it started off small. It was like a small little set of people right there. But I guess they closed it down because they didn't know if more people was gonna come. Because with a protest, you never know what you're gonna get at a protest. The smallest thing could turn into a big thing, and it could possibly get out of hand and shit like that. Or, other people that are against the protest could get into it with them, and then you got all of that going on.
Mm.
It'd be levels to it. It don't have to, but it'd be levels to it when it comes to protests. I wouldn't. I don't go to protests like that. Honestly, I really don't because I
Nah,
mean if it's like when it comes to like protests for black community and shit like that you know I would love to show up and everything, but it's like it could also get dangerous though, bro. It could also get dangerous. Like because
that's
I could
exactly what I'm
support
thinking.
through I could support I could give my support like virtually or something like that, but like I gotta think about my life because I don't know. I don't think
Yeah,
that's
because really
selfish. You don't
anything
think
could
that's
happen.
selfish, right? You don't think that's
No,
selfish?
not
Okay.
nah, I wouldn't. And because it's a lot of things that can go wrong in a protest.
Yeah. It's like it's not saying, well, I don't support my community. It's just that, you know, if something goes wrong, I get caught in a crossfire or anything, it's like I got family. I got a lot to lose. I'm I don't I don't know. I don't know, bro. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Mm,
I support, but as far as like physically going, I don't think I could do it because you just never know what you're gonna get at a protest.
yeah, like I said, literally anything could happen, and
Mm-mm.
and it's like you said, a lot of dangerous things could possibly happen.
Yeah, motherfuckers that are against it can start tripping. and just start throwing hands or even bullets or anything. It's just like, and
You know.
yeah, yeah,
But hey, it's like I've said, it's a lot of things that we're becoming aware of, you know, especially of the economy that we're living in today right now, you know.
yeah. We're living in some weird times. Mm,
Like
like
yeah,
you got to be careful.
we're about to go into a world where where literally everything is a lot more expensive than it should be. You know that the prices of houses, the prices of food, drinks, everything, the
Shit,
prices
we
of
spend like,
rent.
you know how much our grocery is, and I've been having to pitch in for groceries, almost 200 something for fucking groceries.
Uh,
200 going into almost 300, depending on how much we get.
oh,
I'm like, bro, and it's like we got to cut back on groceries. It's like, fuck, we need drinks. We need drinks. Like, ah, I'm never gonna be able to move. I want to move. I don't want to live. I want to live here.
oh man. You know, I saw a TikTok that said what's it called that there is not one state in this country where you can where you can survive off of a 9 to 5 on your own.
Mm, mm.
Like you can't even afford a 2 bedroom apartment with a 40-hour work week. And oh man,
Fuck it.
it's
Like
like
you'll literally need like I don't even know if a roommate, but it's like possibly like a roommate or some shit. It's like, man, that's why I try to keep my friends on. If like everybody had their shit together, I'll be like, yeah, let's do it, let's do it. We was almost there. We was gonna, get rent and all that, and help each other out. But it's like everybody ain't got it together. And I'm like, bro,
oh man, oh, oh man, and a hundred
I
k
want to be.
that's barely even enough. $100,000 a year is barely enough to survive these days.
Yeah, it used to be though. It used to be at some point where you could survive off that shit, and now it's like, fuck.
But what were you about to say?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that. Shit, it's like moving and having a spot or something that would just do me so solid. Like, dude, I could, independence, and I could really grow my shit like content wise on there. I could just, I don't have to worry about, scheduling, doing all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's like, no,
Like, I really want this shit to take off one day, man.
man.
I mean, I guess that's a good thing about social media. I mean, if you're if you're planning on becoming an influencer, there's no limit to how much money you can make. That's a good thing.
Hmm.
You know, once I get monetized on everything,
Yeah.
but well, yeah, I have to have like 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, or I think it's at least 10 million views within 90 days. 10 million short
Damn.
views.
Damn.
So that means I'm going to have to grind hard.
Yeah. Get to it. Grind don't stop.
It'd
Keep
definitely be a
going.
lot. It'd be a lot easier if I had at least like 2, 3 hours, 3 hours. If
Max.
I, yeah, 2 to 3 hours at least um, Home Alone.
Yeah. Yep. I get it. I get it.
You know how much content you guys would get? That's crazy.
Yeah, because it's like boom, boom, boom. You got it. You got it. You got it. But it's like when you live with family and shit like that, it's like it's different, especially folks that are like, oh, you can't talk that way. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's like, well, what can I do? I gotta wait till you leave, which is barely, at least for you, you get the house to yourself a lot. You
Mm,
get the spot to yourself a lot. But me, I barely get a motherfucking spot to myself. Like always here. If it's not my mom that leaves, yeah, nah, Sammy, my grandmother is still here. And it's like, you know, I just like, can y'all go on a trip somewhere? Like go on a trip, like a 4 day fucking trip, and it's like, yeah, fucking yes. Like I'm
shit.
doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? Like if they was gone, like I met yo for real. If they was gone for like at least 2 days or so, I can literally invite you and fucking Elijah here, and we could be just doing content and shit like that, and they wouldn't even have a fucking clue.
Bro.
I'm telling you, I'd be like, yo, I got this spot to myself. Come on over here. We can do some content. We can do content on my shit, have some on your shit, on his. It's like we just have a day or so of content and shit like that. It's like bam, bam, bam.
Bro. Imagine, bro.
For real. That's what I'm like. I, I, I mean, I brought it up to them at one point. I was like, hey, maybe I told my mom, I'm like, hey, maybe you and Grammy could like y'all could probably just go on like a small little getaway or something. Like just take her somewhere like a mother daughter type of situation. I don't know. Fucking stupid. I love my Benji, but fuck.
Dang.
And I'm whispering because that fucking phone right now.
Shit. If I got the house
You
for
get
like
what I'm
four,
saying?
yeah, bro, if I got the house for like 4 hours per day, I probably film twice. Two skits, bro.
For real. Mm.
Oh
And now,
man.
and what makes it even more fucked up is that when my brother does get out, guess where he's staying? So now it's
Oh,
gonna be three more bodies, and it's gonna be one more body. So it's like four of us in this motherfucker. Now I gotta worry about three people.
oh,
I'm just like, bro, I would have just earlier. My mom was like, well, maybe you and your brother could get a spot. I'm like, I'm not sharing a motherfucking house with my brother or apartment with my brother. I love my brother. Listen, I love my brother. I love my brother. But it's like,
mm.
I'm not about to do that shit because of the simple fact that motherfucker comes with too much bullshit. I mean, I hope when he gets out, he gets his shit together, but it's like, I ain't lived with my brother since motherfucking 2016, 15. That's the last time I lived with my brother at my mama's house before he moved out.
Damn, bro.
And I've only shared a room with my brother once out of the years, and that was like back at our first in on the north side of town when we first moved out here back in 2009. That was on the north side of town, and
Mm.
never again. I can't do it. Hold
I
on a
feel
sec.
you.
Hey, hold on a sec. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. Shit. I had to
Oh,
take the trash out.
mm, mm, okay.
Ugh. But
Shit.
yeah, that's what I'm like, man, I can't do, I'm already doing it too, but it's like, I gotta deal with her. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't do that. I need space. You ever feel that way? No, it's like, yeah, you love your family, but you feel like you need a little bit of space. You know,
From time to time, yeah. Oh man. If only it was a bit easier. But right now it's a lot harder for our generation. As you know.
fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
And they
It
want to
ain't
tell us
right. It ain't right.
and these fuckers want to tell us to work harder, work harder, work harder. It's not gonna make a
How?
difference.
When y'all raising everything, you're raising the motherfucking way. You're raising, grocery. You're raising all of this shit. Inflation. You raised everything for us. How harder can we work?
What do you expect us to work till we die?
No.
To fuck that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, and that's why I hate that. I hate that. I hate when like the older generation says, "Oh, well, y'all ain't get ahead because y'all ain't working hard enough." Really? Or you can't keep a job and this and that. And it's like, why? Because we don't deal with certain shit because of how y'all deal with it, or maybe because we don't want to work ourselves like all the way up until we're old. Like, oh, we gotta work the same job for years and years and years to come. It's like we're on a different path. Like there's different opportunities for us than it was for them. And it's like that doesn't mean we don't work hard. We work hard in a different way. But don't sit up here and
Yes.
say we don't work hard because
Yeah,
as
they
much as they want to say, "Oh, your generation," this is like, listen, there was a generation before us. There was a generation before us. So what did y'all do when y'all parents were saying the same thing to y'all? Like, come on now. It goes
nah.
both ways, you know.
And these motherfuckers want to call us lazy because we don't want to work a typical 9 to 5 for the rest of our lives. It's not that
I
that's not what makes us lazy. Not wanting to work a 9 to 5 makes us lazy. It just means we want more. We know that we're worth
We
more than
want
that.
more. We want something different. We don't want to keep that same pattern of working that, generate. It's every generation's job to be better than the previous one. So if there's opportunities for us to be better, why would we not take that? Why would we work these jobs that we're not happy with, that brings no type of happiness towards us, no type of growth, no type of nothing. It's like, so let's just say this. What if I was to stay at Amazon for years and years to come? What would I gain? What really would I gain out of it? Ooh, benefit that. What would I gain mentally? Like like how I feel about every time I'm coming to this job. Because I mean, it's for right now, but it's like, is it going to be for me in the next like 6, 7 years that some of these people claim they've been working? Like, because there's PAs there that says, oh, we've been working at Amazon for 6 to 7 years. I'm not working at Amazon for 6, 7 years. I could
Hell
see
no.
myself doing this for possibly another year or so. I don't even know then because I don't even know where I'll be in another year or so. That's the thing. You don't even know. But it's like I already know. I'm not trying to work like this forever. I'm trying to get to a different point. And that's what I'm saying. It's like we have a different mindset. That's the thing. Our generation has a different mindset on, growth and such. Like that whole, oh, you gotta have an actual job. Like I hate when they kind of say when it comes to content and stuff like that. Yeah, oh, that's not a real job. It is if you making money off of it. Now, if you're not making money off of it's considered a hobby. But if you growing towards making money off of it, and when you start making money, that's a job. That's an income. You make
Yes.
money off of YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Patreon, any of these social media apps, content creating apps. You making money off of that? That's a job. No
Yeah.
matter if it's a job that's just you sitting in front of a video, not if it's just a job of you just sitting in front of a camera eating or doing a whatever challenge, a prank, a vlog, a live stream, anything that you make money off of, and I'm talking money, whether it's big money or little money, is a job. That's your
Yes.
income, especially if that's all you're doing. That's literally your income. Anything that you do that you're making money off of is a job. I don't care what nobody says. I don't judge nobody for how they get their money. Money's money. Income is income. As long as
Yeah.
these bills are getting paid, I'm good. I'm happy. And as long as I'm doing something I'm happy with, you know, I'd rather do something that's not only going to pay my bills, but makes me happy. I want to pay my bills and be happy at the same time. Why do
Yep.
I have to pay my bills and be miserable at the same time? Why do I have to be working at a job that I'm really not happy with, but I'm doing because I have to pay my bills? And I'd be like, oh, okay, well, the bills are paid, but am I happy? I want to do both. Why can't I not? Why can't I have both? Why can't I get my pills? Why can't I get my bills paid and be happy at the same time? Why can't I have both? Why does it have to be, oh, well, you got to choose one? You're either going to be happy or you're going to get your bills paid. Why do I have to choose? Why can't I have both?
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. A lot. Yeah. A lot of these people. A lot. A lot of these people from like previous generations are super narrow minded. You know.
Small minded. They don't get it. They don't get it because, like I said, when you're raised in that, our parents was raised in the time where it's like you either, for one, they didn't have none of this. They didn't have none of this back in the 80s and the 90s. They didn't have none of this shit. So it's like for them, it was like you either gone to college or what do they call that? What do they call uh you either go to college or you get a job. I'm trying to think of the other one, but yeah, you either go to college or school or whatever, or you get a job.
Mm.
Those were your options. There were no, oh, I'm gonna be a content creator. There was no content back in the day. So it was either you go to school or you get a job. But those were the options. Or you go to the military, do the military or some whatever. Because my grandfather was like, "Oh, you guys should join the military. Join, do this, do that." I didn't do it. My brother didn't do it. My cousins didn't do it because why? We was in,
Yeah.
we had a different mindset. Now, would that have helped my brother? Yes, but it's like they were like, "Oh, if he would have did the military and shit like that, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing now." And it's like, but it wouldn't have mattered if he didn't want to do it. If he didn't have a passion for it, if he didn't like, he wasn't gonna be happy. What would have been the point? Yeah, it would be good beneficial wise, because you would have had a lot of benefits and money and shit like that. But with, living a good solid life, kind of like my grandparents did. But it's like if you ain't happy in it, then does it really mean much? I don't know. Does it really mean much? It's nice, the money's nice, but like if you're not happy, what happens? Money don't buy you happiness. If you're not happy with what you're doing, then it's like, does it really matter?
I'm not gonna lie. If some if some old man walked up to me talking about, oh, you lazy, you don't want to work, and then he's over here telling me that he works 80 hours per week, and I'm barely getting by. I'm barely getting by. My back is broken. I can't take care of my family. Why the hell would I take advice from him? I'm sorry.
Make it make sense.
I mean, I'm
Make it
sorry that
make sense.
I'm sorry that that guy is going through what he's going through, but I can't take advice from him. I'm sorry if it's not working out for him. I can't take advice from him. I'm
Nope,
sorry, I can't.
nope,
You know,
nope.
I I saw a skit just like that. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
Hold on, what's it called? Oh, hold on. All right, I sent it to you. You got it?
it said check it real quick. Is it on IG or TikTok?
I just sent it to you on TikTok.
I'll check it out afterwards.
Mm. But yeah, everything I just said it describes that skit. You know,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
boomers calling Gen Z lazy just because they don't want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of their lives. I
We just
mean,
have different views and aspirations, and honestly, they're never anybody older than us, they're never gonna understand our point of view because like I said, they came up in a different time to where it's like they're gonna have a different view on life and providing, whether it's by themselves or families and all that. They're gonna always have a different view than us. So as much as we want them to understand our point of view, they're not. They're never gonna understand. You'll get a little bit of them that will, but you're not going to get a whole bunch of them. Like 90% of them are not going to understand, unfortunately. They're never going to get to that mindset of that open mindset of, hey, maybe it is possible that, life can be lived this way. Like, it doesn't have to be this way forever. There's options. There's some people that feel like that, but then there's going to be those that don't and are so like it's stuck in their ways and stuck in
mm,
how shit is, been ran when they was coming up,
yeah.
and
Even
it's
though
unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
even though the economy is terrible, thankfully we have these opportunities like social media. Like I said,
Hmm.
no limit to how much we get paid. Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that we have platforms like this so that we can really shine.
Yes, and it's like
So we,
it, you know, telling our stories or promoting our like even businesses. That's what I'm saying. It's like even if you don't do content and you want to start a business or something, where are you going to promote that business? You don't promote it on the paper like that. You don't promote it on TV like you used to back in the day, or knock on somebody's door and be like, "Hey, do you want to buy this?" Or "Hey, do you want? I can help you with that." Them days are over. Calling, "Hey, do you want?" No, shoot, we still get those little bit of calls on my grandmother's landline. We don't even answer them because you want to know why? When it comes to promotion, all of the promotions is on social media. Social media is where it's at,
mm,
particularly IG, TikTok, YouTube. Those are Facebook. Those are platforms where a lot of that shit is going to be promoted, and you're going to
well,
get different age groups. Well, honestly, you'll 9 out of 10. Like if you want to sell to like older age groups, you'll possibly get it more on Facebook than IG because IG and TikTok's more so for like almost middle to younger age groups. But anybody older is possibly going to be Facebook. But either way, promotion is where it's at for social media.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Nobody reads the newspapers anymore. I'm sorry.
I know I don't. Shoot. Oh, like unless you old, then hey. But if you my age, your age, hey, we ain't listening to no we don't even watch the news. Like we barely even watch the news.
Yeah, pretty much all the news that we get is pretty much from TikTok.
Literally, that's our news. You be like, hey, such and such is like, oh snap. Or from our families, because I'll be hearing them talk about it and I'm like, oh damn, that's fucked up. I didn't know about that. And he's like, well, you better watch the news. And I'm like, why am I gonna watch the news? They talk about the same shit damn near every day. Nobody want to hear about no motherfucking Trump. Oops, did I say that? Oops, oops. I hope I didn't offend nobody. Oops.
hmm Yeah.
Not, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hey, y'all can
Man.
believe what y'all want to believe. We can believe what we want to believe. Freedom of speech. Why did I
Yep.
dumb sound that shit? Freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Shit, man.
But
Oh man.
anyways, I gotta get ready to get off of here though.
All right.
I don't know when we'll be able to go live, possibly next week or so. I'm not sure because I know tomorrow I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do a TikTok live, but we'll just have to see. All right,
All right.
I'll let you know. I'll keep you
All right.
posted. All right, take
All
care,
right.
bro.
Peace out, man.